Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, English Skills with Allie. In today's video, I decided to focus on the number one question that I get asked from my learners. That question is, do you have any good tips to learn English outside of the lesson? So let's get into it. So the number one tip is try to listen to English every day, as much as you can. Watch English movies, watch English TV series. I really suggest Netflix because you can watch any movie basically in any language. For me, I'm currently learning German, and personally, I like to watch movies that I have already seen in English. So when I watch it in German, I kind of have an idea of what they're already saying. It's really good to watch the movie with also the subtitles. But you want to put the subtitles in the same language as you're learning. So when I watch movies in German, I put the subtitles in German. Not only am I listening, but I'm also reading. If it gets a bit too exhausting, obviously you can change the subtitles back to your original language, but really try to push yourself to focus on listening and reading at the same time, because then you can really pick up on some new vocabulary words, new phrases, and so on. So you can also listen to audiobooks, music, and podcasts. If you're a beginner, I don't suggest listening to a podcast because it might be a bit difficult for you regarding the vocabulary and the different phrases they use. But if you're an advanced learner, I think podcasts would be really good for you, especially in a topic you're interested in. So tip number 2, make an English friend. There are several online platforms that you can go on to find language speaking groups. It's not only a great way to learn the language, but it's a great way to get yourself out there and meet new people. So, tip number 3, read English stories. As I mentioned before, I'm currently learning German, and I find to be one of the most helpful things for me is to read children's books. The words are very simple, the phrases are simple, and it's so easy to understand. So if you are a beginner, I definitely recommend reading children's books. If you are a more advanced learner, I really suggest reading blogs that you are interested in. It can be a bit more difficult because some bloggers may use slang or idioms that you've never heard before, certain vocabulary, but it's really helpful and it definitely expands your vocabulary. If you're on social media, following English-speaking influencers is also a really cool idea. You can follow people that put out content that you are interested in, that matches your style, your personality, so it's definitely something that you would be able to pay more attention to. This kind of goes back to your listening skills. A lot of them put out Instagram stories, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but it really forces you and pushes you to listen to what they are saying. I'm following a few German influencers, and it's a bit hard sometimes because they can speak a bit fast, but it really pushes me to work on my listening skills. And your listening skills are obviously super important. So I think that's another cool recommendation for you. Even if you're a beginner to advanced, it doesn't really matter. As long as it's something you're interested in, you will definitely learn that vocabulary, those phrases, even slang, along with the topic you're interested in. So I think it's a really cool idea. So tip number 4, write down new words. Create a vocabulary notebook. Every time you hear a new word, write it down. and then go back and make example sentences out of them. If you review these words every single day, you will have these words memorized in no time. You will be so surprised when you speak with your friends or whomever you're speaking English with. It's a really rewarding experience. I personally try to do this with learning German. You really have to push yourself and be committed to doing this every single day. But in the long run, it really, really helps with new vocabulary and creating informing sentences and just building your confidence. Tip number 5, travel. Visit an English-speaking country. This is such a great way to learn any language, but of course, learning English. When you go to an English-speaking country, you hear English everywhere. So earlier I mentioned about different online platforms that enable you to find language speaking groups. This could also be a really good option for you if you're visiting an English speaking country and you want to meet new people. You can also stay with an English speaking family. In this case, it really pushes you to speak English and to listen. It's a really great way for you to practice your fluency and to build your confidence. I hope this video was helpful for you today. You can also find these tips on my blog at english-skills.de. If you have any other tips that are personally helpful for you, be sure to leave them in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!